Welcome to the second episode for Kings, Queens, and Leaders. This could have been the official name of my podcast series. And this is the second point from my business manifesto. I coach kings, queens, and leaders. Not the title, but the responsibility, the energy, and the ownership. So, whatever word resonates with you, being a king, being a queen, or being a leader. I'll tell you about this businessman I'm working with from US. He's a dad of two lovely young boys, and it's his kingdoms. How he shows up in his business, in his life, um, his kingdom is going to follow. A king, a queen, or leader creates the rules. They are the rule makers of their kingdom, and the kingdom follows. So, for example, if this dad um he has his own business, so if he whenever the business gets a little tough, he's coming home only, like, let's say 2 days a week, and he's staying at his business, his work office, or whatever. um his kids will learn that at a time of business, or when the career is a little priority, you can prioritize your family as number 2. At the same time, if he religiously takes a day off, no matter what, every week he takes a day off to enjoy nature, to rejuvenate, to recharge, that will set an example. That will create a rule in his kingdom to always take care of yourself, to schedule your rest time, recharge time, to make sure that you prioritize your self care. A king is a rule maker. A queen is a rule maker. She demands and things happen and things come in her hands. A leader is a rule maker. A leader leads by his actions, not just by what he says. And kings don't wait. Leaders don't wait. Kings are at the forefront. They are always at the cause of the situation, not at the effect. So we talk about this cause and effect. You can either be at the cause of something, or you can be at the effect of it. And kings, queens, and leaders are at the cause of things. They're not in the victimhood, at the mercy of the effect of what's happening, but rather they are creating a cause for it. They are in their empowered self. In order to show up in your king energy, this also means you need to learn how to be grounded, how to be centered, how to be stable. You don't want a volatile and unreliable king. You don't want a volatile, untrustable, unreliable leader. We all know, we have seen some of those political leaders who are not very reliable, who are not very stable, who are not very centered and grounded. And we see how they respond, how they react to situations. So, in order to come to this energy of groundedness, in order to come to this energy of being centered, being stable, being reliable, there needs to be a ritual. For some people, it's their coaching sessions, the sessions they have with their coach, their mentors, their healers. And a common thread I've noticed recently, um, a lot of times I'm constantly reminding my clients who they really are. And when they are reminded, when they suddenly realize, oh, yeah, I am that person, I am a king, I am a queen, I'm a leader, they can figure out their own problems. It's the reminder that we all need, who we really truly are. So, a very important mental framework for this is who, not how. So, how questions are usually coming from a place of limitations. They're coming from a place of scarcity and, oh, I need to figure out, I need to be in this hustle mode. How will I do this? How will I lose weight? How will I get more clients? How will I get a new job? How will I switch my job? How will I get 20% extra income? How will I create a trip for my family? So, all this, how will I, or how will XYZ happen? How will this trip to Dubai happen? So all this how questions are very limiting in nature. A more empowering question is who? Who do I need to be creating this? So who, not how. Not how will this happen or how will I do this, but rather who do I need to be to create this trip? Who do I need to be to create this career transition? Who do I need to be to take one day off every week? Who do I need to be to rule, to create better rules for my kingdom? So I'm curious, how do you remind yourself of being who you really are? How do you remember? How do you remind yourself to come back to your energy of being the higher self? Share with us in the comments. And as always, you'll find the most important links in the description below. And I'll see you in the next episode. Take care.